Okay, I had to take care of a little sound issue there. Welcome to the C Files. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me say this, it's important that you understand that I don't make videos to make you happy, to make the audience happy, to make YouTube happy, or to get a million views. I make videos for one reason and one reason only, to give glory to God. That's the only reason I make them. That's not real popular today. Not real popular with superficial Christianity, cultural Christianity, and of course, secular humanist society. But that's why I make videos. And I'm not going to apologize for it, and I'm not going to back down from it. And I really don't care what anybody thinks about it. Now, this is going to be a special feature, and I'm going to talk about the National Football League. I have been watching video after video after video on TikTok and other places of total moral and ethical outrage against the NFL halftime show that occurred in this last Super Bowl that just occurred a week ago. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the game. I don't watch football on Sundays. Um, we'll talk about that. But my question and my pondering is this. Are the people who are outraged and expressing that outrage on social media, are they going to put actions to words? Are they going to dump the NFL for 2026 and dump the Super Bowl for 2027? Now, I dumped it about 10 years ago. Not because I'm mad at the players necessarily, although some of the players were not, I was not happy with them. There are some players that try to give glory to God in what they're doing, but they're up against a tough battle because Roger Liddell has all but declared war on Christian values. And when I realized that, I decided it was time to walk away from the NFL because I am a Christian. I have Christian values. And to be frank, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take any nonsense. I'm not going to take any guff off of some NFL commissioner or a politician or a president or anybody else when it comes to my Christian faith. I won't back down and I will not compromise for the sake of sports entertainment. The bottom line is, I'm going to stay with my Christian values. I'm going to stay with my Christian faith, and I'm going to live according to those values. Now, that might upset people who oppose my values, and they might, have a sense of we want to shut you down because we don't like your values, but so be it. That's not going to change my mind. That's not going to cause me to walk away from Christ. I have behind me, you can't see it because I've got a fake screen up, but behind me there's a bookshelf, and it has the ante fathers on that bookshelf, Irenaeus and other ante fathers. And I read about their life and their martyrdom, especially in the Roman Colosseums, where they were killed, fed to the lions, all of those different things. And there have been martyrs throughout history. If you read the Fox's Book of Martyrs, which was written a number of years ago, um, it's an outline of martyrdom from the early church all the way up to the early modern church, if you will. And the 20th century turned out to be the biggest century of martyrdom of Christians in the history of the church. But we don't hear those stories, and we don't know that statistic because it's hidden, but God knows. He sees it. And so if we're going to be outraged by, the war on Christianity by the leadership in the National Football League and the war on Christian moral values in the National Football League, its leadership, not necessarily all of the players, then why are we still watching it? Why are we still giving our money to it? Why are we still patronizing it? Has it become an idol? When you say, "Oh, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I really don't know what happened on it. I don't even know who was playing. I don't know what two teams were playing. I don't know what happened on the halftime show because I didn't pay any attention to it." It's almost like for some people you've committed a religious sacrilege. What, am I supposed to make a trip to Mecca too? Now that what am I supposed to go bow myself and prostrate myself before Roger Liddell of the NFL commissioner and give penance for not watching the Super Bowl? I mean, seriously? Has it become that much of a religion, that much of an idol to some people? Idolatry can come in many forms. And um, putting sports events ahead of our worship of God, putting sports events ahead of our Christian moral values is a form of idolatry. So I wonder once again, how many of the people who were morally outraged, how many of you are actually going to continue watching NFL games for the 2026-2027 season? If you are, then why are you expressing moral outrage when you're condoning it with your actions?